and we're here with Pasadena Napalm Division, and I don't know, most of you guys probably haven't heard of them, but you should have. And do you guys want to introduce yourselves, or?
Ronny?
My name's Kurt, I'm the vocalist, that's the drummer.
I'm Greg, one of the guitar players. Scott, one of the guitar players.
I'm Bubba, bass player.
All right. I know you guys have been around for a little bit, but how do you guys all get together? You know, kind of a super group of, you know, punk and metal and
It's
stuff.
pretty much all Scott's fault.
So.
Don't regret it.
I do.
I know you do. Scott, you tell him the story if you're just going to sit through.
All right, man. Greg and I and Ronnie were in Dead Horse, and we were the three that kept in touch out of the band. And I'd call Greg up. You know, we always tell people it's our birthdays, but it was probably about once a year. And I'd say, hey, dude, let's get a metal band going. Let's get Dead Horse going. Well, I figured out after 3 years that he wasn't going to ever do that again. So I say, let's get a metal band going. You go, nah, fuck metal. Metal's dead to me. All right, happy birthday. Like, next year come around, hey man, happy birthday, let's get a metal band going. Nah, fuck metal, man, I got this blues band going. So skip forward a bunch of years and we're both 40. I call him on my 40th birthday, his is like 2 weeks after mine. I said, hey dude, let's get a metal band going. We're old farts now and we'll kick ass. All these fuckers that play this bullshit, what they call new thrash metal and all that they never even heard real thrash bands. And he goes, yeah, he kind of paused, he didn't say no, well, fuck metal. And Ronnie and I he had another band that was Death Culture Barbecue, and they played a show in Austin with my old band Force Fed. And I talked to Ronnie before the show, and I said, hey dude, if I could get Greg, would you play drums for us again? He goes, you ain't gonna get Greg, but yeah, I'll play.
What did I always say? I always do it.
Yeah, he said, if you can get Greg, I'll play. So I was like, all right, I'll work on it. So that was when we turned 40, August. We have our first practice in like January. It took a couple months to get everything, the logistics going, and we had about 2 or 3 practices where it was me and Lucas, the old bass player, were sharing vocals, and it wasn't. I didn't think it sounded good. I thought it kind of sounded shitty. Another friend of mine had talked about Kurt being in Houston, and Spike had cancer at the time, so they weren't doing anything. And so I just looked him up on MySpace and sent him a message. We're looking for a vocalist for in Houston. And it's low maintenance band. And he replied back and said, yeah, I'd like to try it out. So we got together, and that was 3 years ago.
So I heard you guys are kind of working on putting an album together. I heard maybe someone from Pantera, I believe, from what I've heard anyway, is interested in producing or on the record label anyway. What's going on with that?
We got most of a record finished. We're still working on the. I mean, we have the demo/EP thing that we have finished, but there's 4 or 5 more songs that aren't on that, and what that kind of was the EP thing was kind of just really more of a demo. It's not considered a release. We're trying to get a whole record going, and I don't know about. Phil's got Sound House. What is it?
Soundcore?
Hardcore, yeah.
Housecore records and I don't know, man. We'll see what's up with that. There's a lot of irons in the fire and a lot of things we ain't exactly. We're still kind of working on it, so I won't say anything definitely on that. But we'll see what happens. We're working on new stuff all the time. We started another new song a little while ago, actually.
Hopefully we'll be able to remember it.
I'll remember it.
He's a tape recorder.
Yeah.
So we have 2 shows coming up next month, one in Pasadena and one in Houston.
And then there's one in Austin, isn't there?
Yeah, Encore Club.
Is it Red 7, I believe?
No, it's
not Red 7.
It's the Encore Club.
Encore.
Right a block away from Red 7.
Gotcha.
So we're keeping busy in this area. We're hoping to expand in the near future and start going out of state, and maybe Louisiana, Oklahoma,
New Mexico, Arizona.
Yeah.
Wherever they'll have us. It's not too far, to be able to get back to go to work the next week and stuff.
Yeah. We're limited a little bit right now on our personal schedules, and then Kurt doing a lot of stuff with D.R.I. all the time and stuff. So we've got to be kind of selective about when we can get out there, but we're working on it.
Yeah, we're getting out there again.
Yeah.
And I guess one more. I kind of roughly heard where the name Pasadena Napalm Division, but you mind clearing up where the name came from? Correct?
Man, we had, between me and Ronnie and Scott, we were texting each other. I think one day at work, I got maybe an hour of work done out of an 8-hour day. Because every time I started doing something, we were shooting
And
down.
vice versa, man.
Oh man, we went through 9
They took texting off my phone because all.
He got his texting shut off his phone because we
Grounded from my
texted so much.
phone.
He had a company phone and they cut his shit off because
The first name we came up with, Junker, was affiliated with a clothing company in LA.
we didn't know.
And we kind of asked them if they would have a problem, and they said, yeah, we do have a problem, so.
Yeah, Junker, that was the original name.
So
I
that-
didn't like that anyway.
So that was the first, I'd read a little bit of history about the DuPont plant that he worked at, and they produced napalm in Vietnam, and we're like the biggest producer of napalm in Vietnam.
Not that we
For
hate Vietnam. It's
Right,
not like
for
that.
the Vietnam War.
It was just a military type thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he said that, one of us said Pasadena Napalm Division, and that's it, Everybody hated it except for him and I. So then a year later, we're going through a million names, like, crud cutter, fucking hot tub of blood, all
Everybody's
fun-
used every name though. It's
Puppy
crazy.
kicking, baby puncher.
Puppy kicking baby punchers.
Well, no, the best one was truckload of rats and a tampon
Truckload of
factory.
dead
Dead
rats.
rats in a tampon factory.
That was gonna be a
Anger,
That was
anger
mine.
gate.
Oh,
Anger gate.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was hellbath. There was, you name it, we came up with it.
Wasted about a year.
And then we Google it, and there was a band on MySpace that had been around for 3 days that already had that name.
Yeah. Or somebody online playing Rock Band already had the name.
Someone in Argentina,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, man, it was
So anyway, we just went back to the original first name, which was almost the first name. which
Yeah,
was
we Googled that, and surprisingly, nobody had it.
Yeah.
It's like,
We couldn't believe
we
it.
had that one, it's like, okay, that's gotta be.
Grab it now.
Yeah.
It's like,
Basically, yeah, basically it wasn't because we absolutely loved it, but it was because we kind of had no choice. Every other name we came up with.
I like it now.
I know,
Yeah,
we always
it's
go
grown.
right back to it, it's always.
It's grown on me like a legion,
Like a ward.
like a boil.
Herpes shaker.
Herpes canker, yeah. All those wonderful names. Yeah.
So what else?
And I suppose, I don't know, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Is there anything you'd like to say for anyone watching this?
Thanks for the support. If you've come to a P&D show so far,
Keep coming.
checked it out now, we appreciate it.
Spread the word,
Come check out these other 2 shows that we're going to be playing because we don't play that often. So
spread the word.
And if you haven't seen them yet, these guys will come down and throw bricks through your windows at night and
Yeah.
tell you to come to their show.
And rape your cats.
And Ray will buy you,
Ray will
every
eat
one
the
of you
cat.
a free beer.
One beer.
And if you can't find Ray, find Spider.
Go find it.
He'll find Ray for you.
bring me a T-shirt. Bring me a T-shirt like that. Texas.
Yeah, I got lots of them in the backpack actually.
Wow.
So I can get one.
You don't have one his size, do you?
He's got like 3
You might have to stitch 2 of them together.
It's a 3.
stitched
So-
to
Yeah, I ate the last two bass players.
That's what I've heard.
No, I have one of your shirts. I wear it a lot. Have you seen any
Yeah, I
pictures?
saw the picture of it, and I guess we'll cut the interview here so that way we don't keep the tape rolling and you can put your arms down. So, bye-bye.